everybody, and welcome to Blue Jays Today, where today you got me, you got Nick Blaylock. I'm gonna be talking some freaking free agents with you guys, doing some stuff. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Typically we would have Adam with us, but he's away, so yeah, we're just gonna be doing some stuff. I'm gonna be drinking on a beer here, so I hope that you guys are sipping on something as well. We've obviously seen a lot of moves go down recently, and there's gonna be more, man. Freddie Freeman's still on the board. Chris Bryant's still on the board. There's a lot of big dudes who are still on the freaking board. So it's like, I want to be going over all of that stuff with you. Hello, everybody. 45 people in here right now. Shout out to every single one of you guys. I see a bunch of people talking right here. So, like, shout out to you guys. Hope that your Saturday has been incredible. You've been watching on with this free agency frenzy that it has been for quite a freaking while, guys. Before we do anything, and there's been some like Oakland stuff that's going on right now with the Mets. I saw that. There's some other things. Joe Kelly literally just signed a deal. I got the update, and I do want to talk about that stuff, and we're going to be on here for a minute just like talking about everything, so we're definitely going to do that. But first things first, the Blue Jays went out and we got a freaking guy. We got a dude, and it was Yusei Kikuchi, and we had some technical difficulties, but in that first stream, I was polling you guys, and I asked, like, are you pleased about this? Like, what are your thoughts? And most of you were feeling pretty good about it. You know, you liked the Yusei Kikuchi deal, thought it was a decent thing for us, which I also do as well. But we got to take a look at the stats, and we also got to take a quick call for our freaking other co-host, Adam Peddle, and get his thoughts, because I did my minute monologue on it, but he hasn't got an opportunity yet to speak on anything. So I'm gonna give him a call right now, and we're gonna get his totally candid thoughts on this, about what he's doing. He's probably like half in the bag at this point. I hope that he is. But let's see what's going on, guys. Yo, buddy, how is it going, dude? Yeah. Yeah, actually, I gotta crack mine open right here, dude. Yeah, dude. So I pulled the chat or in the earlier live before we had those technical difficulties, and most people, it was kind of like a 60% split, as like 60% of people were like very happy with the Kikuchi move. The other 40% were like, we like it, but we got to do more. What are you thinking, man?
Right. Like more moves to be made to make this like a good offseason. Yeah, I mean, absolutely, I agree. I think this was the move to finish the back half rotation. I know you did a good minute monologue on it, but like, you know, I agree. Like, this is exactly the move. This is exactly the dart throw where it's like, all right, well, let's see what we got out of this guy. Let's see what kind of upside we can get. And, like, one thing when looking at Kikuchi's stats, and I see you have it on the screen.
Yeah, I got him up right now.
Is the second half numbers.
Yes, actually. That's something that when I was doing that minute monologue, like I was in a flurry, I was trying to get everything out, I kind of missed looking at the second half, and then I went back and I looked at it and I was like, oh, okay, like there is a significant difference there, because it's like in the first half, something that somebody commented on the initial video that I posted was literally, he was an all-star for the Mariners last year, and I had no idea about that. I totally forgot about such a thing. And that's because in that first half, like, he was like really, really good, and then in the second half, it's like kind of fell off a little bit near the end.
Yeah, which I'm not really sure what it was. Like, I know, like, at one point he got hit by a baseball on, like, the knee. Maybe he was injured for a couple games. Again, not super close with Kikuchi on, like, what he did. But I don't know if it's that or it has to do with Sticky. I don't really know, but it is worrisome. But
yeah.
Like, I don't know. What do you think about it?
I mean, I think that the easiest cop out here, and you guys comment and let us know your thoughts about this, but I think the easiest cop out about this is it's got to do with the stick, you know, like that seems to be the biggest thing that went on in this period of time, where it was like, okay, you were really good, you were an all-star, you were winning more games than you were losing, and then you come back and you're 1-5, you know, like that's your record. You got basically a 6 ERA. Granted, it was a shortened sample size, and it looks like you did get hurt. But, I mean, that seems to be the biggest difference there. You had a 1.7 whip in that second half compared to, like, basically a 1 in the first half. So, like, that is very, very different. Something concerning for sure.
Yeah. However, I will say, like, it is concerning. However, like, Kikuchi, we've said it before, like, this guy has got a lot of potential to have big league stuff. Like, he throws 4 pitches. He dominated in Japan. So it's like, yeah, all right, well, we're basically giving him 3 years to settle in, learn with Pete Walker. Maybe, a change of scenery helps because, we all know about the drama out in, like, Seattle and, like, the management, like, kind of complaining about having Kikuchi on the team.
Yeah.
Saying, like, oh, I got to pay for a translator. So, like, I can't imagine that situation is, like, very good for him. And, like, coming over to a very, very mosaic cultural team like the Toronto Blue Jays, I think is, like, going to help him settle, especially like a mosaic kind of country like Canada and Toronto, the city of Toronto. Like that, like I hope that kind of helps him settle and get comfortable, work with Pete Walker, and just find himself again a little bit, I think. And I'm happy with it. I think it's a great fit guy. But like the comments and everyone said, like, yeah, we're not done. We're definitely not done. We didn't get the bullpen guy I wanted.
Yeah.
The guy yesterday got it. It's not the guy. And I'm still interested in getting another bat.
Yeah, exactly. And if anything, like, this is a guy who is going to create a lot of competition. Apparently, I don't know if you saw, but there was some, like, tweets coming out about how Nate Pearson is, like, ready to go. Like, he's feeling like he's got major league stuff ready. So that excites me a lot. And just getting Yusei Kikuchi excites me even more because it's like, okay, like Nate Pearson, nothing is guaranteed here, man. Like, if this guy wants to come out and be good, like, you're going to have to compete with this guy, right? And he's had a whole career behind him. We got Stripling as well. So there are a lot of guys in that back half that I think can do that 5th role. Which one of them is going to step up? I don't necessarily know. Like, it could be Kikuchi. It could be Stripling. I kind of hope it's Pearson. But yeah, I mean, like, at the worst case scenario, we're dealing with a long man now. And, like, I'm fine with that, you know?
Like, worst case scenario. Like, there's a couple other worst case scenarios, too, where it's like this guy, like, worst case scenario, we just signed Tanner Roark. We're blowing, like, 10.
Okay, yeah. Okay, you're right. That's worst case scenario. That's worst case scenario.
Definitely the worst. But I'm thinking, like, in terms of who owns that fifth spot right now, I think it's him. I think the man decided, like, you are going to own that fifth spot coming into the season. Like, again, if he becomes Tanner Roark, well, then you got Stripling, you got Nate. We have a very deep rotation. That's very important. But I think he's going to earn it, and it's going to be exciting because we're going to see Nate in the bullpen. And now, like, honestly, the last couple of days, the more I've been thinking about it, especially with the Kikuchi signing, I'm like, dang, like, Nate can really thrive in the pen because, I was talking to Pat, I was talking to Dylan,
right.
Guys on our team, everybody. And it's like, we keep thinking about Aaron Sanchez. Like, every time this guy, like, literally got his work lit up, he got hurt. He had 1 year in 2016 where he threw up like a 3 ERA, had one of the best ERAs in the league. And then what happened the next year? He got hurt again.
Yeah.
It was the blister, so different injury, but it's like, as soon as you work up this workload, it sucks. But he found great success in the pen, so who knows? Who knows? I'm not butthurt. We need bullpen guys, so if Nate Pearson could just become a bullpen guy, like, all right, I'll take it.
Yeah, and again, like, Kikuchi's been better, like, the entire time that he's coming to the major leagues. Like, he's slowly getting better. So, again, like, I'm cool with it if he wants to be good. If he does want to be Tanner Roark, that is definitely going to suck. But I don't think that that's going to be the case. And just to your point about how you think he's locked in as the 5th guy, I totally think you're right. You don't pay somebody $36 million to not be part of your rotation.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like, that's for, like, your rotation money guy.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you are going to start every 5th game for us. Like, that's what you're doing.
Speaking of, like, the money, what do you think about the contract structure?
I really like it, dude. I really like the contract structure. I can actually pull up his thing right here. Or I think it's on MLB Trade Rumors. If you guys aren't familiar, what they did basically was they put $16 million into the first year and then $10 million in 2023 and $10 million more into 2024. So it's like we are front loading the hell out of it. And then it's like, a little bit less sort of thing in 2022, 2023, which I think makes a lot of sense because it's like we have money to spend right now. And again, if he does want a Tanner Roark, then at least he's going to Tanner Roark for hopefully $10 million and not the 12 or 14 or 16 that he could be doing it for.
Yeah, I like the structure too. And I see someone in the chat, they said, like, this is like Steven Madden 2.0. And like,
yeah.
Except, like, think about it. And I thought about this too. I'm like, well, Steven Madden got paid what, $11 million average annual value for 4 years, and now we're paying Kikuchi $12 million for 3 years average annual value. Now, let me ask you, which one would you rather have?
Maybe I mean, like, it's very close, you know? Very, very close. Like, I guess I'd probably say Steven Matz because I started to grow attached to him, maybe.
Yeah.
And, like, I've watched him more. I haven't really watched Kikuchi. He's just more, like, numbers on a page to me. But I could see this Kikuchi deal being, like, or I could see the Matz deal, excuse me, just totally falling apart, and, like, Matz is awful now, and then you have Tanner Rourke on your team for 3 years, you know, or, like, 3 more years, basically. So it's like with these guys who are dart throws, I tend to want to make it shorter, just because, yes, there's the upside that Steven Matz has totally figured it out, he's good now, but there's also the downside to, no, he hasn't, he's bad, he fooled us all, and like, that's a very real possibility, too.
Yeah, like, when I think about it, too, I'm like, like, maybe I would take the Matz thing. But, again, yeah, you're absolutely right. Like, these two dudes are very volatile.
Yeah.
In the next 2 years, both suck like absolute ass.
Yeah.
So, it's like, we don't really know. But I like our deal because we hang on to this kind of guy who could suck total ass, like, a little bit less.
Yeah.
So that's okay with me. You know, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens with, you know, Pete Walker and the chemistry he might have with the team. Maybe it's a better environment, like I said before. So I'm excited. I am excited to see it, and I'm glad we got to talk about this guy, like, during the lockout, and, like, he was, like, an actual candidate, and we actually went out and got him.
Yeah, dude. So with that being said, like, that's the guy. And I mean, most of the chat was kind of saying, like, we like this, we're happy about this, we hope that this is not it. I guess, like, final thoughts on, like, what are we gonna do more? Or, like, what do you think is next for the Jays? Are you still thinking that Bryant's a reality, considering the Mariners are heavy into this? You don't think Freeman's a reality? The VR thing, what's going on with that? Like, just, like, thoughts on what we're gonna do next, sort of thing.
Based on the rumors, like, you know, that's the thing. But we had the whole lockout to speculate.
We don't need Jonathan VR, man.
Oh, God. Like, screw the VR crap, bro. As soon as I saw that, I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I don't even want him as a bench bat. I saw someone comment on our Twitter, and, like, I love you guys engaged. But someone commented, like, you know, he'd just be a bench bat. Like, I can react. Like, no. But I'm like, look, I don't want him as a bench bat.
Yeah, like he can run the bases well. Like, all he can do is he's basically, like, he can run the bases well. That's it. That's what he's got, you know?
Can't get on base, though.
No, he can't.
You run them if you can't get on.
Yeah, exactly. He's just like, he's Randall Grichuk, who can maybe steal a bag or two, dude. Like, I don't have any interest in that.
Yeah, definitely not at all. I see that Ari's saying Villar was pretty good last year. Well, I'm taking a look at the numbers. Like, I'm a little bit behind, but I'm seeing you now.
Yeah, he's like, his numbers aren't as bad as I thought. Like, they're not as bad as I thought. 14 stolen bases, 18 home runs. He had a 738 OPS to go along with his 249 batting average. Like, it's not horrible. It's just like, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like we have guys right now who can do this job. Yeah. You know, like.
And he's a switch hitter, right? Is he a switch hitter?
I don't even know how to look at that. I think that you might be right, though. Oh, yeah, he does. You're right. He bats both. Wow. Okay, yeah, he's a switch hitter.
I mean, like, that's cool. I guess there's a lefty in there. But, like,
right.
Like, you know what? If we are going to grab him, like, and maybe I have a bad, like, sour taste in my mouth about Jonathan.
Yeah, no, I agree, dude. We got the raw end of the stick last time.
I don't even want this guy. Like, look how many teams he's been on the top right with all those numbers. Like, no one wants this dude.
Yeah.
I don't want him either. Okay?
No, he's a full-up journeyman, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, okay. Oh, any other rumors that you heard about with the Toronto Blue Jays? Because I know, like, you know, with the whole Freeman thing, I hear Dodgers are going heavy on him. Like you said, with, like, Bryant, the Mariners want him. So, like, I don't know. I just want someone in the chat saying, like, Story might be
I do think that you're right, man. I'm going to look up Trevor Story right now on Twitter. So, folks, Trevor Story, there was some sort of rumor going on about that Trevor Story might be getting phone calls from the Blue Jays. I could believe it. If he's willing to maybe move over to that second base spot, I could buy into that. I'm having a hard time finding it right now. Oh, Jesus. Cardinals, Red Sox, and Yankees making strong push for Trevor Story. Ugh, God damn it. Go away. Go away. I don't want it, man. Yeah, I don't need it, man. Yeah, I'm seeing Yankees. I'm seeing I'm seeing a lot of Red Sox and Yankees right now, man. I'm seeing a lot of Red Sox and Yankees.
Like, man, okay, well, if the Red Sox are under them, then like he might be interested in playing second base.
That's true, actually. If the Red Sox are going after him, that should also mean that we could be able to go after him.
Exactly, because you're not going to move him to third.
No.
Is there?
No.
You got Bogart.
Yeah, so he would be their second baseman. He goes over to Boston. He's going to be their second baseman over there.
Yeah. So honestly, like with that knowledge, I definitely don't think we're in on Correa. And also, I had a total conversation about how I think Correa is overrated as heck.
Oh, okay.
I had a big conversation with Pat about that.
Right.
I'll get into it a little bit later.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, Trevor's story, like, he is properly rated and maybe even a little bit underrated. And, you know, if he could see what we did with the Blue Jays with Marcus Semien and, like, revitalize this dude's career, like, who knows? Like, maybe he thinks that playing second for us is a great option.
Yeah, I mean, he is a good player, dude. Like, you got to imagine he comes over here, like, 30 bombs should be within the range of outcomes. And, you know, if he's going to be batting second like he used to over in Colorado, like, you know, 100 runs guaranteed sort of thing, maybe even 100 ribbies as well. And he does steal bags, too. And last year being a down year, like, the one thing I don't like about him was the fact that he had a 251 batting average last year. Like, that's not elite. But the OPS was still 801. And, like, that's his worst year since, like, that's, like, basically his worst year ever. So, I mean, like, I'm assuming that you're going to do better than that and hopefully closer to your career numbers. And if you do your career numbers, then you're basically just Marcus Semien. Younger.
Yeah, I've got a feeling, too, like, we got to think about the human element. I'm just thinking about this now. It's like, Trevor Story, there was so much drama around the Rockies last year.
Yeah.
And, like, maybe there was some of that, like the whole trade thing coming in play. Like, everything was about, like, we were all looking at Trevor Story last year rather than he could just slip behind Arenado. So, hey, you know, if you were to come over to Toronto, it's like, yeah, dude, you're not, like, the guy.
Yeah.
You're going to slip behind George Springer.
Right.
You're going to slip behind Vladdy. You're going to slip behind Bo and Tio.
True.
Like,
and you're actually going to be on a good ball club.
Yeah. You're going to be in a winning ball club. Absolutely.
Okay.
Not down. Would you say that that's like your number one guy right now that you think is most possible? Also, yeah, I see your Portland. I just saw you look at White Sox.
Yeah, I do have that up. Well, I'll get your final thoughts on that. But I mean, for me, it's like still my number one target that I want is Chris Bryant. That is still who I think it works the best for our team. If Trevor Story wants to come over here, then who am I to say no, right? Who am I to say no? I will absolutely take that. And at the end of the day, like, he could just as easily have, like, just a good season as Chris Bryant, maybe even better. So, like, I will totally take him on our ball club for, 5-6 years if he wants.
Hell yeah. That is the perfect Marcus Semien replacement. Yeah.
Okay,
Joe Kelly.
Sorry? Yeah, Joe Kelly, dude. Yeah, okay. I guess, like, they got Joe Kelly, which was a target that we were looking at. White Sox, everybody did get Joe Kelly, and we were speculating upon how the White Sox were going to basically buy more dudes, considering they have a lot more money because of this luxury tax. They went out and they got him. It looks like they signed him to a 2-year deal. I don't know the money yet. I don't think that they have the money out there. But you know what that says to me, almost assuredly, is it means that Craig Kimbrell is probably going to get traded.
You think so, eh? Because there were some rumors before the lockout, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Well, if that's the case, that's wild. I mean, Joe Kelly's always been that middle relief guy. Like, Craig Kimbrell's still a back half good, like, closer guy.
It's just like Sorry, continue.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say it's like they already have Liam Hendricks back there, right? It's like, and I know that I was actually watching MLB TV the other day, and they were saying that it's like, Craig Kimbrell, he's not an 8th guy. He's not a 7th guy. He's not an 8th guy. He is an alpha who needs the 9th inning, and he's not going to get that with the White Sox. And they were basically making the argument for it's like he's going to do a lot better in the 9th inning. I don't really understand or agree with necessarily all of that. But I do understand it to a point where it's like, hey, you've always had that. That's been your, like, zone. You get Joe Kelly. Well, Joe Kelly can be, like, the long middle relief guy. You can trade away Craig Kimbrell and, like, still have an exceptional closer in Liam Hendricks.
Yeah, like, I just don't. Like, I hear what you're saying. Like, I don't really understand the logic. It's like you're basically saying that Craig Kimbrell's an ego and he can't pitch other than the ninth inning.
Yeah, which I don't necessarily think is true. You know, but that's anyways the argument that they were saying. Again, I don't know if that's right or wrong, but
where it's like, you know, if I'm Craig, like, I don't know, I'm not Craig, so I can't speak for him, but like, it's like, imagine having that dominant bullpen where you have Liam Hendricks, Craig Kimbrell, now Joe Kelly, and don't forget they signed Kendall Graveman before the lockout.
yeah.
4 dudes, 3 of which were closers, and then Joe Kelly, one of the best relief pitchers on the Dodgers. Like, holy, that bullpen's unreal.
Yeah, it is really unreal. Also, I just saw a comment in there coming in from Joven saying 132 people watching, but only 20 likes. Come on, people. And shout out to you, Joven. Yeah, if you guys could like the stream, hit the subscribe button. We would really appreciate it, folks. That would mean a lot.
That's right, everybody.
Yeah.
That's right.
Absolutely. Anyways, dude, I think I'm probably going to take some questions now, talk to these people for a little bit, maybe do some more rumors and everything like that. Do you have any, like, final thoughts about what we need to do or, like, anything that's going on today with the rumors or anything like that?
Yeah, let me take a look. I wrote something in my notes here. Make sure I got this one out. This one's really small, but it kind of affects the Carlos Correa market. Maybe, I don't know if you want to roll with this.
Okay.
If you want to take this on your own. But, like, the Cubs were really in on Carlos Correa, and then they went out and got Angelton Simmons.
They did, yeah.
So where's the news on Carlos Correa now? Now there's nothing.
Dude, I've heard nothing on Correa.
Right? So where the heck, like, the Yankees are on Story. Because you know what it is? Because I said I wanted to finish with this.
Yeah.
You know what it is? It's because he's overrated. Dude wants $300 million, and he basically is the same player as, like, Chris Bryant. Like, basically, almost. The numbers are very comparable. And Chris Bryant's asking for, like, a modest, like, I'm just under $200 million.
Right.
It's like, this guy wants $300 million? You're overrated, Carlos Correa.
Well, okay, to just, you know, to get another opinion here, play devil's advocate, what about the fact that he's 27 years old, 3 years younger than Chris Bryant, 2 years younger than Trevor Story? He's won a World Series. He plays well in the postseason. He is a Gold Glove, so he plays defense well. Now, again, I do think that there's a bit of overratedness going on here. Like, the injuries pile up with this guy, guaranteed. But you got to factor in the age. Is like you get Carlos Correa. There is the potential that he could be very good on your baseball team for 7, 8 more years.
You're right. You're absolutely right. 7, 8 years, and he definitely might warrant something like $25 million. 25 million, 8 years. That's $200 million.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
That, not 300. You know, like,
okay.
300 is just way too much. I think he wants a guarantee of like 10 or 11. You know?
Yeah.
He wants like an average annual value of 30, where it's like, I just don't think you're worth that much, my man.
I hear that. I do hear that. Yeah.
If Chris is going to be worth 25. You're worth 25. Like, you're not much different.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. And looking at the last 3 years, like, they've been very good, but probably not. Well, I mean, they're not $30 million a year sort of numbers, in my opinion, anyways. Like, I don't think that's worth that.
2019 is one of his best years.
Yeah, 2019 was amazing. Yeah, that was.
Like, the consistency.
Yeah, agreed. Do definitely agree with that. And yeah, I mean, I think that this is just a bad year for Carlos Correa for getting signed long term, because there's literally, like, everyone else is probably like, okay, well, like, yes, like, we like you, but we can also go to Chris Bryant and to Trevor Story and to, anyone else who's going to take less money, right?
Exactly. Less money and basically give me the same production.
Yeah, exactly. Could give me the same stuff.
You do play a good position, shortstop, and you're Gold Glover, so maybe that's a factor, but just pure offense, which, personally, like, a lot of teams might be just looking at right now, then I wouldn't.
Yeah, agreed. That was for sure.
I'll be back Sunday night sometime, so we'll be posting some more stuff.
Absolutely.
Definitely gotta be going live like this again, just having everybody in. And
totally, man. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We got 145 people in here right now. Everybody in the chat, say bye to Adam and freaking wish him a good night. I'm sure that he will be partying hard. What are you guys partying tonight?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's been pretty tame because I was at the casino. I won $20. So
Nice.
I had to be sober for that.
Yeah.
And then, tonight we're just going to a pool bar and just seeing where the night goes. And playing
Okay. I like it. I like it a lot, man. I like it a lot. Well, you can find me here. I'll be live with these people for a while. I don't know how long I'm going to be live, guys, but just like, as long as the rumors are coming, we'll be on here doing stuff. So, yeah, it should be a good night.
Oh, yeah. They'll be coming. All right. Thank you, Nick.
All right, later. Wish the other guys a good night as well. Love you, boys. Catch you later, dude.
Take care. Love you too, man. Cheers.
Bye. All right, everybody. That was Adam coming in here. Shout out to Adam. So, during the time that we were talking, there was some stuff going on, and I do want to comment on it just a little bit, like the Mets making a bit of a deal, guys. Let's take a quick look at what the Mets have done, because they did something before, like right as I was going live, and I haven't even got to talk about it yet, but Chris Bassitt from the Oakland Athletics going over to the New York Mets. Let's take a very quick look at what Chris Bassitt has done. Oh, so everybody's saying, see you, Adam. That's awesome, man. I'm sure he's still watching right now and watching along with that. So wish him the most love as he drinks some beers and plays pool tonight. Chris Bassitt. Okay, this means because they went out and got Chris Bassitt, Oakland is 1,000%. They are in sell mode. It is on. The fire sale has begun, guys. And as a Jays fan, I'm looking at a few dudes there. Matt Chapman being one of them. Sean Manaea being another guy. And holy shit, damn it. God damn, guys, the Mets are going to be very good at baseball. They are going to be very good at baseball. Chris Bassitt here with a 3.15 ERA last year, over 157.1 innings. He's about a strikeout per inning sort of guy right there. His career numbers are very good as well. In the last 3 years, Chris Bassitt from 2019 to 2021, this guy's got an ERA of 3.26. That is amazing. Holy crap. And what did they have to give up for this dude? So they acquired him from the A's, and they gave up pitching prospects JT Ginn and Adam Oller, according to Joel Sherman. Now, I'm not familiar with the Mets guys right there, but we can pull it up right here just to see what they were doing, giving up those dudes, because I'm curious to know if they had to like pay hefty for this guy, or if they got him on a discount. Because if they got him on a discount, folks, sign me up for all of the Oakland Athletics, right? I want all of them. Matt Chapman, Manaea, hell, I'll even take freaking Matt Olson if he's available. So let's put on Bassitt. Take a quick look. Oh wow, Bassett's only worth 17 on this site. That is not that much. So we got him up there. And then they also gave up JT Ginn. Interesting. Also, 160 people in here right now. Welcome in. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Would appreciate it. We're just taking a quick look at what the Mets had to give up to acquire Mr. Bassitt. So we got Ginn in there. We also got Oller. All right, we're looking at Oller right now. Interesting. Oller. Oh, interesting, guys. So did they give up more? They must have. In return for Bassitt, Oakland will receive. Wow, that's it, guys. That's literally it. So if you look at those values right there, Bassitt with a value of 17, and these guys have a value of 11. Okay, so it looks like the Oakland Athletics really sold cheap right there. I'm curious to know your thoughts on all of that. Also, Astro Typer saying, dude, I love Manaea. I love to see him in blue. Me too. Inked Rail saying, sacrificing sleep to watch Blue Jays today. Let's go, boys. I hate to see you sacrifice sleep, but I do love to see you watching. But look at that, guys. That is a difference. That is like a decent amount of value right there. Like they should have, if this trade was equal, added on more. Honestly, added on more there, like probably another prospect, which they didn't. So this is making me a little suspicious as to what's going on with the New York Mets right now, or maybe the Oakland Athletics are just ready to be a complete fire sale. And Chris Bassitt does only have 1 more year left. Okay, he's only got 1 more year left, so they have this guy for 1 more year, and then he is going to be a free agent after that. But Jesus Christ, guys. You know what that means, eh? The Mets literally have Max Scherzer, Jacob deGrom, and freaking Chris Bassett. And then along with that, they also got like Taijuan Walker. They have Cookie Carrasco, who could still be good. This is a scary ball club. This is a really scary ball club. That is a lot. And also, yeah, BTV isn't 100% accurate. I do agree. We got a question coming in here from Marshall Owen. Do you think it's a possibility that with the new playoff format that all 3 of the AL wildcard teams are from the AL East? And absolutely I do, dude. I was actually having a conversation with my girlfriend about that today, and she was basically saying like, okay, well, why is it that they had to expand the playoffs? And I told her, I'm just like, well, in our division in the AL East, there is 5 teams. One of them we can discount, Baltimore Orioles. I apologize for the shade, but like, let's be real, we can discount you guys. But there are 4 teams in there who are deserving of going to the postseason. And when only the division winner gets in, and then plus some wild cards, one of them is always going to get shafted. They all deserve to be postseason teams. And I mean, like, if we would have made the postseason last year with these expanded playoffs, then we would have had a series with the White Sox, which would have just been awesome, right? It's like you got Abreu matching up against Semien, you got Vlad, you got their young guys too, like Lance Lynn against freaking Robbie Ray at the time. Like, that would have made for an incredible series. So I do think it's very possible that with the division that we're in, with the Yankees, with the Red Sox, with the Rays, with us, all 4 of us should be playoff teams, especially if those Yankees or those Red Sox decide that they're going to go out and get like Trevor Story or something like that. So, yeah, I think that they all deserve to be postseason teams. Let's take a quick look on Twitter, see if any new Blue Jays rumors have come about, folks. But the Mets don't have Vladdy. You're right, dude. They don't have Vladdy. They don't have Vladdy. Jeremy V, any chance Jays make a blockbuster with Oakland, Chapman, Manaea, Olsen for just a dump of prospects? I mean, I don't think that that's quite possible, dude. I think that if we were going to make a big trade, then we might get Chapman from them. Maybe Manaea if we're like going totally crazy, but I kind of doubt it. And also right now for the Blue Jays on Twitter, it is a little bit quiet. But let's take a quick look and see if there's anything else going on for free agents. I know that Jorge Soler was getting a little bit of traction right there. There was a few people. Oh, Jonathan Cerullo saying Phillies insider reports new team has entered to Freeman. Phillies. Interesting. Is that the case? I got to look that up and see if Freddie Freeman potentially talking to the Phillies. That'd be crazy, actually, man. Freddie Freeman to the Phillies, you get Bryce Harper, you get Rhys Hoskins, and then you also get Freddie Freeman. No. I can't have that happen, man. I don't freaking want that. Sources, Freddie Freeman free agent decision is not imminent at this hour. Braves and Dodgers are among the teams remaining in contact with this camp, but other clubs are involved as well. So maybe they're part of those other clubs right there, right? It's like they could be part of that for the Philadelphia Phillies looking at Freddie Freeman. And whenever I want to get hype and just think to myself like, oh, wow, like this would be awesome to have in a Blue Jays uniform, I just like to pull up these stats, guys. And these are phenomenal. Holy mother of God, guys. 300 batting average last year. 393 on base, a 503 slugging, and an OPS of 896. And like that was just an average year for Freddie Freeman. That was like literally an average year for Freddie Freeman. He could be doing a lot better than that, honestly. And he is going to get absolutely paid for it. Like if we go to MLB free agents, Hello? Oh, I think we could be back right now, guys. I think we might be back right now. Hold up. I think we might be back going right on this second. I think we would be good. Are we good? Tell me that I'm good. Tell me that I'm good, folks. Yes, yes, we're good. Okay, we are good. We are back. We are back, everyone. I don't know how that happened. I guess I got muted somehow, but we sorted it. So we're all 100%. Let's go. We're back. We're back. Okay, I'm taking a sip of beer after that. Wow, that was so stressful, everybody. I'm so happy that we made it through there. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, everybody. Woohoo! Let's freaking go. We're back. Okay, where the heck was I, though, man? I think we were looking at Freddie Freeman and just talking about how crazy this guy's $27.1 million are. Yes, we're getting W's in the chat from Nathan. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, guys, I want to take a moment right here, go to the trade simulator, because I saw some crazy stuff going on. Also, Nico Goodrum signs Astros deal, $2.1 million plus incentives. Really? Did that just happen? Let's take a quick look right here, see if anything's going on. So White Sox are signing Josh Harrison. That's something that's going down. Very interesting. Josh Harrison, what do they have for that? It's a 1 year, $5.5 million guaranteed. Interesting. Very interesting there for Josh Harrison. And the Rockies signing Jose Iglesias. Wow. Okay, the Rockies went and doing that. I actually do like Jose Iglesias if I'm thinking about the right player right now. Jose Iglesias is like very solid, man. So he is good. Jose, where are you? Come here, Iglesias. Can I see you? Iglesias, yeah. Okay, thinking about a completely different Jose Iglesias, guys. Actually thinking about the closer. That's not the person I'm interested in. I want to know about the trade values, though, of getting a freaking Matt Chapman, for instance. Because I know that people were talking about in the chat maybe making a massive deal on some Jonathan saying Freeman to Phillies. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think it's happening. It could, but I don't think so. So I'm going to go to the Athletics right now. I'm going to pull up some Chapman because I know that people are very interested in that. He's 24.1 in value, and we want him. I don't want Bassett anymore, so we got to take Bassett off of the deal. Let's take Bassett. Let's go away. Sadly, he's gone to the Mets. You hate to see it. Keep him. There you go. So that's what they're giving us. They're giving us Matt Chapman. If we want to acquire Matt Chapman as the Toronto Blue Jays, I want to know in the chat, what do you think we're going to give up? Also, William Burkhead saying Josh Palacios has his kid brother on the 40-man of the Guardians, Richie Palacios. Oh, cool, man. I really like that. Also, Luke Maley, catcher, agrees with Guardians, $900,000 in majors. Interesting, eh? Why do I know that guy's name? Why do I know that guy? I feel like I know that guy, and, like, he's actually decent. I could be wrong. Is he decent? Is he decent, guys? He's pretty decent. Hey, that was pretty decent. Okay, I know him because I remember last year seeing him one time and being like, hey, that was a pretty decent year. All that was only 30 ABs that he had, so, like, pretty solid. But, like, career numbers have been pretty garbo. But I'm getting some people in here right now, so tell me what we should add on here to acquire Matt Chapman if we're going to do it. Also, the Dillabo saying Correa at second or third for the Blue Jays. And there's 190 people in here right now. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. That'd be awesome. Let's see if we can get to like 80 likes. 80 likes would be a lot, man. That would be super awesome. Used to be a J. Yes, that's exactly why I know that. I don't remember like when he was a J because we have so many goddamn catchers. But it's like, I do remember him. And I remember him being kind of bad. But he had a good year last year. So good for him. I think I'm going to throw on here. If we're going to acquire Matt Chapman, like we obviously got to be giving up some... like some people that could play that role. And I mean, if Matt Chapman's going to be acquired, it's probably going to have to be a Groshans sort of thing. And I know we've been talking a lot about that, but Groshans is a solid like 14 value there. And like, that's a lot of value for a guy who's like never played in the major leagues. Like I'd be okay with giving that up. Granted, we do have some catchers. So I'm just going to organize this by the median right here. Take a look at like who's the most valuable, and it's obviously Bichette and Guerrero. They're very, very valuable. But looking at like, I don't want to trade away Moreno. Okay, actually, let's just say I put on Moreno right there. I know that's gonna be very blasphemous. You all are gonna be very blasphemous when I do that. But I throw on Moreno. Look at that value that we have right there, 67 to 24, and then I can go to Sean Manaea, and I can throw him on as well. And we could even get something else too. Tell me, is that something that you folks would do for the Blue Jays fans out there? Gabriel Moreno for Matt Chapman and Sean Manaea. Like, if I'm the management, I don't want to give up Moreno, but that could be the sort of deal that like pushes us over the edge and like makes us a World Series team. You know, like that could literally be it. 1 second, folks. Let's go back to Twitter, shall we? See what's going on. Freddie Freeman, any news on it? Is the Dodgers doing anything about him? Freddie Freeman, you doing anything, bro? Anything going on here? Still, okay, 46 minutes ago, still the decision. We don't really know right now. Because here's the thing, guys. About 24 hours ago, it was imminent that Freddie Freeman was going to get signed. Like, he was going to get moved. And now it's like they're taking their time. And also, we're getting some very mixed decisions here. We're getting a no. We're getting a, I would definitely do that. No thanks. Yes. No. Wow, this is really split 50-50. I like that one, man. I like making things that are like split. But I think I would do that because at the end of the day, we just don't know what Moreno is going to bring to our squad. We do have Alejandro Kirk. I really like Alejandro Kirk. But at the same point, like, I really like Matt Chapman and freaking Sean Manaea. Like, those guys could literally put us over the edge. Okay, we got a question coming in here from Inked Rails. If you had to put money down, which top free agent do you think the Jays are focusing on right now? Well, let's take a quick look and just look up on Google some Blue Jays news, just so you know, take a quick look. I gotta evaluate everything. We got a lot of Yusei Kikuchi going on right there. People are enthusiastic about our starter, and we don't really have anything going on about like who we're going after. I still think, and we're gonna pull up his name right here. I still think that what makes the most sense is Chris Bryant. Like, it just adds up, man. And like, I know I'm like right here. Got the MLB Marathon coming in here and saying, source, Mariners have submitted an aggressive offer to outfield third baseman Chris Bryant. And they probably have. Like, that makes a lot of sense for their squad as well, right? Like, they don't have Kyle Seager anymore. Like, he's gone. That would make a lot of sense for them. But I still think that for our team, for the Blue Jays, that would be great. That would be a really good thing. Also, Sebastian saying, get off the Kirk train. And I will never get off the Alejandro Kirk train, man. I love me some Alejandro Kirk. He is awesome. He gets the job freaking done. I will very happily acquire Alejandro Kirk any day of the year. Like, he can be the starting catcher for all I care, man. And if we have to give up Moreno to get a bunch of dudes, like, then we're going to have to do that. Chris Bryant right now. And, oh, yo, what do you guys think about the Bryce Harper news? Stumping is the word that they said. Stumping for Chris Bryant. Obviously, Bryce Harper is a pretty big name in the world of baseball, but he is stumping from them. And the Phillies have also looked at Schwarber, Conforto, and Castellanos. And I think the Phillies are going to be very active very, very soon. Rahul says, get off Gurriel and Kirk train, please. No. I will never get off the Lord's train, bro. I love the Lord. I love me some Kirk. This year, I really love me some Santiago Espinal as well. Like, I think that he's going to be doing some very good work for our Blue Jays. Those guys are awesome. But, yeah, Chris Bryant right now, it looks like the Mariners are the top spot for that dude. Refresh right here. Astros signed Nico Goodrum. I saw that somebody said that in the chat. Take a quick look at what Nico Goodrum had to do. You know who I'm really surprised about, guys? Is the New York Yankees. Like, where are they? You know? Where are they? It feels like the Mets are here. The Mets are doing stuff. They're making trades. They're making signs. They're making big moves. But the Yankees, they are quiet. Nico Goodrum, Not an elite bat, man. 290 ABs last year. 651 OPS. Oof. That is pretty rough stuff there from Nico Goodrum, man. Not what you want to see, but the Astros got him. And what do they have him on? Doesn't actually say. Just a 1-year, $2.1 million deal. All right, you can take a shot at that. You can take a shot at that. That could work. That could definitely work. Also, Kevin's saying Jays should trade for J-Ram and save money for Vlad and Bo extensions. Well, let's take a quick look. Now, I know that this free agency frenzy right now, people are getting signed, blah, blah, blah. But is there any Jose Ramirez news? Jose Ramirez, he is trending right now, as he usually is. Jose Ramirez news. So this guy says the Guardians are not trading Jose Ramirez before the season. The Guardians have not offered him to anyone in a trade. The Guardians will listen to offers on any player, which is not the same as the team dangling him or trying to trade him away. And I think that that makes a lot of sense, guys. I think that that makes a lot of sense. Jose Ramirez is obviously an exceptional player, right? And I think that the Guardians, the Cleveland Guardians, also Austin, I got some beer going on right now. The Cleveland Guardians are a squad that, even though everybody knows that they're in a place that they don't want to be, they don't want to, like, roll over and sell this guy for nothing. Like, he had 27 stolen bases last year, 36 home runs, and an 893 OPS. 296 batting average, or 266, excuse me. Like, that is just exceptional numbers. He is a contributor on all facets. He plays third. He plays second. He plays shortstop. He's a fantasy stud. You want him on your fantasy team at all times. But I don't think that they're going to give him away for nothing, right? It's like he still has 2 years. And if we take a look here, let's take a look and see how much some freaking Jose Ramirez might be. Man, I really want to see a Freddie Freeman deal go down tonight, man. I really want to see that. Think it's going to come soon. Also, we got 237 people in here right now. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Would really appreciate that. And there's Jose Ramirez right there coming in at a solid 73.7 value, guys. That is a lot. So if the Blue Jays were going to acquire him, it would take a Moreno. It would probably take a, where is he? Where are you, buddy? A Groshans. Probably take a Groshans. And even though we're putting on more value there, I bet that they would want a little bit more. They would want a little bit more than that. Also, yeah, let's go. 80 likes. Let's freaking do it, everybody. You love to see it. Is it possible for us to get to 90? Is that possible? I don't know. It could be. It could be. You guys could help me out by doing it. I would really appreciate that. But yeah, guys, if we're going to get a Jose Ramirez, it's literally going to require us to trade a Groshans, a Moreno, and then probably something too. 84 likes. Let's go. Yeah, guys, we're moving. We're moving right now, folks. It's happening. Also, like, we're looking at, we don't know if we're going to get there yet, but potentially the 5,000 subscriber mark. If you guys haven't already subscribed, that would be amazing. I would really appreciate that. We're getting very, very close to potentially getting there. Hopefully, by the end of this evening, we could do that. So that would be super cool. And yeah, that'd be awesome. Let's go to MLB trade rumors and see what else is going on, if anything's happening right now. Anything... You know who I haven't heard about at all in a really long time? And I mean, like, we're getting caught up in the Freddie Freeman stuff. We're getting caught up in the Chris Bryant stuff. Where the hell is Carlos Correa? Where in the hell is Carlos Correa? Oh, no. Yo, I thought that this was a real account for a second. Look at this. Look at this, guys. The New York #Yankees have reached an agreement with free agent shortstop Carlos Correa. The deal is rumored to be around 10 years and over $300 million. I don't see your little blue check mark right there, buddy. I don't see your blue check mark. If that is true, that's going to be incredible, but I don't believe you. Who are you? Oh, he does have 5,000 Baseball Insider fan. Is that true? Is that true? Yo, no, it can't be. It can't be. He's got to be lying. He's got to be lying, right? Tell me that's not true. Tell me that's not true. Tell me that's not true. I don't think it's true, guys. He's the only person who said it right now. He did say the Carlos Correa to Yankee stars are aligning more. Oh, God. No, don't tell me that's true. Don't tell me that's goddamn true. Holy shit, that can't be true, can it? Oh, tell me that's not true. I'm literally hitting the refresh right now. I'm like, please don't be real. Please don't be real. I don't think it's real. Okay, he's still there. I don't think it's real, though. Like, people are talking a lot about it right now. Yeah, but I don't think that's true. It's got to be fake. It's got to be fake. Also, did we? Yo, let's freaking go. Where's the freaking air horn? I need the air horn right now. Is that the air horn? No, that's the Where's the air horn? Ah, screw it. Whatever. We'll get the cheer going. 5K subscribers, baby. Let's freaking go. Shout out and thank you to every single one of you guys who subscribed. We really appreciate it. There's 233 people in here right now just watching me watch baseball, and that is amazing. I wish that Adam was here for this too. I'm sure that he would be super hyped. We'd probably be popping the champagne, but I know that he's probably celebrating right now from wherever he is. So thank you so much for doing that, guys. Subscribing. Like 5,000 is such a milestone, and we're so happy that baseball is back. We're gonna be bringing just like so much content for you guys. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be freaking awesome, guys. And yeah, I don't think that that's true because this is the only account that's saying it, right? Like, that can't be possibly true, because I think that more people would be losing their minds if that was validated, and it's just not. He's the only one who said it so far. Like, people are thinking that it's gonna happen, but I don't think it's gonna happen, man. It looks like that tweet even got deleted. Looks like that tweet even got deleted. So, okay, good news, everybody. Good news. I don't think that Carlos Correa is there just yet. And Inked Rail saying just hit 5,000, 5K. That's thank you so much, guys. We really appreciate that. On the way to potentially making this the full-time gig. I want to take a quick look at another dude who's not getting nearly as much. Ooh, I spelled his name wildly wrong. How does goddamn do you spell this guy's name? Yeah, there we go. Nick Castellanos. Now, I haven't seen anything from this guy, man. I haven't seen anything about it. Wow, it's the Phillies. John Morrissey coming in here and saying, source, the Phillies among the teams showing interest in free agent Nick Castellanos. Not surprising, since Dave, name that I will not even attempt to say, was Tigers president when Castellanos was drafted there. That's true, actually. That makes a lot of sense, you know? Like, it's like he clearly has a history with him. That makes a lot of sense, guys. And Castellanos is a dude who is just going to... Like, he's going to change a ball club the second that he gets there, man. Like, he's not going to work for... He's not going to work for the Toronto Blue Jays as much as I'd love to have him there. He's just not going to work for us because, like, we don't need him. But look at those goddamn numbers, man, from last year. 531 ABs, 34 home runs, 309 batting average, 100 ribbies, 95 runs scored, incredible on base, incredible slugging, and the OPS is of 939 as well. That is just absolutely exceptional, and he deserves the bag. What is, I bet Spot Rack has a number for him right now. What is he going to get paid? What is this dude going to get paid? Let's take a look and see what they are anticipating. So Castellanos right here. Looks like they're thinking Nick Castellanos. Come on, let's go. Let's get to Nick Castellanos. We will get him. Who are we going to get? Castellanos? Yeah, dude, if you're a Phillies fan, I think you are a Phillies fan, Jonathan. It looks like, I think that this is the guy for you, man. Like, you can have him, and we'll take Chris Bryant. You know, like that's the trade-off in my opinion. You have him, we'll take Chris Bryant. $21.3 million, and that seems really. It look like they're looking at a 6-year, $128 million deal. I think that Castellanos is going to be worth more than that, man. I think that Nick Castellanos is straight up going to be worth more than $128 million. Like, I'm thinking 150 at least. At least. Like, this is a dude who was straight up in MVP conversations last year. MVP 12, but still, like, those are great numbers, right? And if you go to the last 3 years, go to the last 3 years. How do I get the last 3 here? Can I get the last 3? There. An 880 OPS. He's got a 287 batting average. Just across the board, incredible production. Jonathan saying, nah, I'll take both. No, you cannot have both, man. We gotta have them. We gotta have those guys. We gotta get somebody, man. Tell me that the Blue Jays are doing something, okay? I want to see some updates here, dudes. Where are the updates? Also, how's everybody's evening going right now? I mean, I've been speaking quite a bit, but if you guys have any questions, feel free to hit them in the chat. Just taking a look right now, seeing if there's anything new. Let's go back to Blue Jays news, everybody. That's what we want. That's what we got to see. We got to get the Blue Jays. Oh, I love it. Blue Jays Correa. Yeah, sorry. It ain't happening, guys. It ain't happening. Davion here saying, did you see the VR news? You think Shatkins are scheming a trade as we speak? So I did see the VR news, man. And that is something that I am not particularly interested in. Like, I don't... Like, I was talking to Adam about it on the phone right when we kicked off this stream. But the VR thing, I can bring it back up again, man. Like, he kind of reminds me of a Randall Grichuk that, and everybody who's been a fan of this show for a while understands that I'm not a big fan of Randall Grichuk. But he reminds me of a Randall Grichuk that just steals more bags. And I'm like, okay, like, I'm okay with that. But, like, I don't, you know, I kind of want more. I kind of want some more than that, you know? Like, I want to, if we're getting a bat, I want it to be like, boom, we're dealing with a bat right here. This is not, like he's fine, but not good enough in my opinion. Oh, I love this one right here coming in from George Hunt. Oh, also, Inked Rail saying, want to meet you and Adam at a Jays game for some beers. Absolutely, dude. We're going to be at a bunch this season. You can guarantee that. What bullpen guy can we sign? And let's just double check to make sure that he's not off the board right now. Good, he's not. My favorite bullpen guy that I think that the Blue Jays should be going after, and he doesn't get talked about nearly enough, is Andrew Chafin. Andrew Chafin, man. This is the guy that I want on our team. Look at what he did last year, folks. Look at what he did. A 1.83 ERA. Guess how old he is? 31. There's years left there, guys. There is straight up years left there. Okay? 68.2 innings. He doesn't strike out a bunch, but look at that whip. Look at that whip for a closer. It's under 1. That's perfect. And if you go over here, what is the FIP? The FIP is still really good. The FIP is still really good. Now, he was just like kind of quietly doing this on the Cubs and then also on Oakland last year. I didn't really see a whole lot about him because he was on those two teams. But Andrew Chafin, man. Andrew Chafin is a guy that I am very interested in. The 1.83 ERA, like, that is a player that we need on our squad. And he's not going to get signed to, like, a crazy deal here, right? Like, I feel like a lot of people have kind of forgot about him. Like, we could definitely get him on a cheaper contract, I think. And when you look at those numbers, like let's take a look at the last 3 years right here, just to see what he's done. A 2.95 ERA over the last 3 years. I will take that every single day of the year. I will take that all days, twice on Sundays, baby. Give me that 100%. We had this guy last year. If we just had, let's say for 1 second, we had, instead of Rafael Dolis, we had this guy. We make playoffs, I bet. We make playoffs if instead of Dolis, we had Andrew Chafin. I guarantee that we make playoffs. And who knows what could have happened after that, man. Who knows what have happened after that. And I'm seeing some people in the chat right now saying, take a look at Kenley Jansen. So I will take a look. Also, 222 people in here right now. Please hit the like and subscribe button. We are over 100 likes. I love to see it. And if you haven't subscribed already, then please do so. That would be sweet. Kenley Jansen is, yeah, he's another guy. He is another guy. And I don't think that we need to, like, I want to say something real quick. It's like, I don't think that we need to just get one. You know, we're at a place right now where we have the money, and it's very clear that the management is willing to go out there and spend $36 million on their 5th rotation guy. Like, I'm okay to spend a decent amount of money on 2 really solid bullpen guys. And if that means Chafin and Kenley Jansen, then I am 100% here for it. Going back to Jansen, taking a look at these numbers, a 2.22 ERA, over 69 innings pitched, 86 strikeouts in that period of time. Now, the one thing that I will say about Kenley Jansen is that he's a saves boy. Like, he is going to be your 9th inning guy. He's got 38 saves to his name last season. That is a lot of freaking saves. And we do have Romano back there. It would probably mean, if we got him, that we need to push Romano down, and now Kenley Jansen is going to be our closer, because I don't think that you acquire a veteran, a 34-year-old. He's 34? Yeah, he's 34 right now. Kenley Jansen's 34 years old. I don't think that you acquire a 34-year-old who just put up a 2.22 ERA, and in those negotiations, you got to tell him, it's like, hey, you're going to be our 9th inning guy, right? Because that's part of it too, right? If I'm Kenley Jansen, I want to get the saves. I want to be the big face. I know that I can do it. I've done it in the postseason. I've been very, very good. I want to get it done, and I want to go to a team that's going to give me that opportunity. So I think it would mean moving Romano down if we get a Kenley Jansen, but I mean, I am still okay for that. I am still 100% okay if we do something along those lines. And so far, we're a little bit quiet on the rumors front. We'll keep going for a little bit longer on the stream, see if anything pops up, you know. I want to be here if something goes crazy for you guys. I think that would be awesome if we could get something going, but we haven't made any big moves yet. Looks like we're still waiting on things to happen. I thought that the moves were going to be going a lot quicker than they are. Like, they're going, but I thought it was going to be like a domino effect, you know, where it's like one dude goes, like Clayton Kershaw, for instance, like a big guy like Clayton Kershaw goes, and then it's just like bang, bang, boom, like we're going, you know, like that's what's happening. Also, shout out to whoever just subscribed. I just heard the subscriber sound, and that's a really good sound to hear, so thank you. And we're not hearing anything about Trevor Story. Who is this guy saying? Can confirm others. The Rockies will sign veteran glove Jose Iglesias to play shortstop this season. A 1-year deal. He was with the Angels and Red Sox last year. The door is shut on the Trevor Story era. So it is over. I think that everybody expected that there's no way he's going back to Colorado. There's no way he would allow himself to go back to Colorado after like the way that they treated him. Also, shout out Thomas Fleck for coming in here and subscribing. Respect. I'll answer your question in a second, man. But there's no way that Trevor Story was ever going to go back to Colorado after the team that they put up, man. Like, he wanted to be like Arenado. He wanted to get the hell out of there. And honestly, respect. He deserves it. Now, I see here Thomas Fleck saying, like the Giants overpaying for Rodon. I don't know if it was an overpay. Like, I don't know. Like, I hear what you're saying. It was a lot of money. And when you look at this guy, his career has been okay. A 3.79 ERA for Carlos Rodon. But it's that last season, man. It's the 2.37 ERA that he put up last season over 132.2 innings. Like, that is Cy Young 5 that he got voted as. Cy Young 5. And if he would have done that, he wouldn't have got hurt. He would have done that for a whole 200. He wins Cy Young over Robbie Ray. So that's what you're paying for, right? It's like, it's the upside of, well, maybe he can do this over the course of 200, and now he's our ace. So I think that it is a good, cheaper option other than Kevin Gausman, right? Because like they lose Kevin Gausman, they need to get somebody. So they get Carlos Rodon, and I think that makes a lot of sense, right? Because I've kind of been down on the Giants. I've been a little down on them, thinking like this is going to be their decline. They had one great year. They're not going to be as good anymore. But I think that this helps them a lot. I think that this has the potential to be incredible. I mean, he had 185 strikeouts and 132.2 innings pitched. That's insane. That is literally insane, guys. So, yeah, I mean, it is probably like a bit of an overpay, but I don't think it's like crazy numbers, you know? Like, I don't think it's insane or anything like that. See if any other news is breaking right now, guys. Probably be on here for another like 10 minutes or so. So if you guys have any more questions, then please hit them in the chat for me before we hop off. Right now, it looks like all the big boys are chilling. All the big boys are chilling right now. I was hoping that we were going to get that big Freddie Freeman news, but we haven't got it, man. I wanted the Freddie Freeman news, but we haven't got it. Oh, one thing I want to take a quick look at is now that the Mets have gone out and got Chris Bassett, that could mean that Tyler Mahle is available. And if you guys have been watching this for a minute, you know that I am a fan of some Tyler Mahle over on the Cincinnati Reds. Also, Ben Ferreira says, people are going to overpay for J-Ram. In my opinion, Ketel Marte just fits. He is perfect. Also, James Barnes is saying, keep up the great work, Nick. Go Jays go. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. Go Jays go as well. I think the Jays made a good deal today. It's not a huge splash, but it definitely solidifies the rotation. We all want huge moves, but this was a good one. And I agree. You know, at the end of the day, we gotta factor it in. We gotta bring down our expectations. Even if we don't get a Chris Bryant, a Trevor Story, a Freddie Freeman, our Blue Jays team is still gonna be very, very good. You know, we have some good players on there, and I think that our pitching staff is going to be pretty incredible. But it'd be even more incredible if we got Tyler Mahle. I don't think that we're going to anymore because we went out and we got Yusei Kikuchi. So it's like, I don't think that the management is like looking to do this. I think that they got their guy, they got their fifth starter, but this is a guy that I really wanted. And maybe come deadline time, we could see it. 27 years old. A 3.75 ERA. I know that it wasn't amazing, but like that was over 180 innings, 210 strikeouts, and he's only 27, right? Like this guy could get better. And if you go over the trade simulator here, let's get rid of you guys. I want to get rid of you. Let's go to the Reds. Pulling up these things. I love this trade simulator, guys. I love it so much. It's like, it's just so fun to like be like, what is going on right now? What are we going to do? What are we going to get? And Mahle over here with a 44.4, average right there. So it's like Moreno could get it done easily. We could take off Groshans. Moreno would easily get it done. I don't think I'd do Moreno for Mahle, though. Like, I need a little bit back coming from those Reds. But, you know, if I was to take away Gabriel Moreno, for instance, like, let's just say I get rid of Moreno. Say we hold on to him. Maybe instead of Groshans, you know, it's a Martinez, right? It's a Martinez right there, and we can take off Moreno. Why do I take off Moreno? Oh, wait, Moreno? What? Go away. Well, anyways, I can't really take him off right now, but I think that you can see that. Rahul is saying Freeman to L.A. Wait, Freeman signed with L.A.? No. No way. Did he? No way. Tell me it happened. Tell me it just happened. Did it just happen? Did it just happen? You guys pull my chain right now? Oh, Yuri's Familia to the Phillies. Interesting. Interesting right there. You guys have to be pulling my chain right now. John Heyman? No way. No way. Okay, yeah, I see Uris Familia. I'm not seeing Freddie Freeman, though. I'm seeing a lot of you guys saying, okay, yeah, so Uris Familia right there to the Phillies. That's interesting. Let's take a quick look at that guy. I don't know too much about this dude, if I'm being completely honest. Uris Familia. Ooh. Interesting. Okay. Okay, this, you know what? This is a good signing for the Phillies. This is a good signing for those Philadelphia Phillies. That's nice. A 3.94 ERA. Like, that's not amazing, but a 3.28 career, you know? Like, that is a really nice... I honestly totally forgot about this dude. I totally forgot about this guy. But yeah, he's legit. He's legit. And that wasn't his best year ever. There's no doubt about it. But Philadelphia needs bullpen guys. And this guy is a solid bullpen guy. And hopefully he bounces back from that. And what is it? Did they say what they signed him to? They say what he got signed to. No. Doesn't look like... Robert Murray was the first to say it, apparently. In agreement with Philadelphia Phillies. Pending physical. Huh. Okay. He was on the Mets. Yeah, he used to be nasty. Yeah, that's where I remember from. I totally forgot about this dude, man. Like, this guy, it's like been off of my radar for a minute. Just been off my radar. But wow, yeah, he has had some very good years. That's good for the Phillies. That is really good for the Phillies. And yeah, Freeman will go to LA. You know what? I think I'm going to hop off soon, guys. I am starting to get a little thirsty. Might want to get another beer soon. But let's just take a very quick look and see if anything new is developing in the Freddie Freeman world. Because that's who we're interested in, right? That is who we want to know more about. And it doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it yet. Looks like we're still waiting. We are still waiting on it. Yeah, so Freddie Freeman... the word is not out yet on Freddie. What about Chris Bryant? Anything on Chris Bryant? You know how I like me some Chris Bryant, guys. I like me some Chris Bryant. And the word is still out on Chris Bryant, too. Okay. Cubs signing Anthony Rizzo and Chris Bryant. Hat. Yeah, that's fake. That's fake. That's fake. That'd be hilarious, though. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? I want Freddie Freeman to the Toronto Blue Jays. You're absolutely right, dude. I want that as well. I want that as well. Yeah, so it looks like, so they got the reliever. Phillies got their reliever, and that's really important for those Philadelphia Phillies. But anyways, guys, that has been our little show that we're going to be doing for you folks today. I'm going to hop off pretty soon. I think I'm getting a little tuckered out. We haven't seen anything big go on yet. I hope that it changes. But thank you for everybody for stopping in. We're going to be doing this more and more and more as time goes on, especially in the coming days. Like, this has just been too crazy of a time. We've been, like, without baseball for so long that we just got to soak it all in. If you haven't hit the like and the subscribe, then please do so. Also, Alana says, hey, Nick, great job. Thanks for taking on this podcast solo tonight. And congrats on 5K subs. Thank you so much, Alana. Obviously, your support is endlessly appreciated. So, like, I fucking love that. But everybody, comment down below your thoughts on, like, who is freaking going, who's staying, who's getting signed. Maybe we'll be live tomorrow. Who knows? But we're definitely going to be live later this week. We're going to be live for some games. It's going to be a great time. Everyone that's new, thank you so much for stopping in. Please hit the subscribe if you haven't already and all that shebang. And as always, go Jays, go.